Hey friends, thanks so much for taking a couple minutes out of your day to talk about this week's next step. You know, in this new series of talks, we're talking about Christmas chaos, finding peace on earth. Now, one of the passages that we looked at on Sunday was Mark 4:35 through 41. And in that passage, Jesus did something amazing, something that no one had ever seen before. He calmed an out-of-control storm on the Sea of Galilee, and he turned it into peaceful waters by simply speaking. Now, as you read that story, you'll discover that the disciples were terrified of this storm as they were in a boat that was taking on massive amounts of water. They feared for their lives, and rightfully so. Now, what takes place right after this is amazing to me. Mark 4:41 tells us what happens next. It says this: they were terrified, and they asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and waves obey him." Now remember, this is after the waters were calmed. The chaos was over, but a new fear set in. In this life-changing experience, they went from fearing the storm to fearing God. You know, fearing God is actually a good thing. This kind of fear is talked about in Deuteronomy 10:12. It says this: "And now, Israel, what does the Lord ask of you but to fear the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul." You see, to fear God means to walk in his ways, where he's the leader of your life, where you obey him and you surrender your life to the creator of the universe. To fear God also means to love him with everything that you are and to serve him with everything that you have. You see, fearing God is to worship him with awe and reverence that goes way beyond just the singing songs on a Sunday morning, and it extends into the daily submission of our lives to the will of God. You know, this week, for your next step, rather than fearing the storms of life, like maybe your health concerns or financial insecurity or political unrest or really whatever has been preoccupying your mind, rather than fearing the storm, fear God instead. Learn to walk in his ways. Turn your focus to loving God with everything that you are and serving him with everything you have. Instead of worrying about the storm, worship the one whom even the wind and waves obey. When you do this, you'll discover peace on earth in the midst of chaos.